The roundtable discussion on Meet the Press turned to President Trump's border wall, when NBC special correspondent Tom Brokaw had this to say about immigration.
The fact is, on the Republican side, a lot of people see the rise of an extraordinary, important new constituency in American politics, Hispanics.
Noting most will be Democrats, he added,
also, I hear when I push people a little harder, I don't know whether I want brown grandbabies. I mean, that's also a part of it. It's the intermarriage that is going on and the cultures that are conflicting with each other. I also happen to believe that the Hispanics should work harder at assimilation. They ought not to be just codified in their communities, but make sure that all of their kids are learning to speak English.
PBS correspondent and NBC News contributor Yamiche Alcindor responded.
I grew up in Miami where people speak Spanish, but their kids speak English.
Yes.
And the idea that we think of American can only speak English as if Spanish and other languages wasn't always part of America is some ways troubling.
Recent statistics show that 51% of U.S.-born Latinos with immigrant parents speak both English and Spanish. By the third generation, 75% are English dominant. Brokaw's comments triggered widespread criticism, including from George P. Bush, Jeb Bush's son, who posted, "With all due respect, Tom Brokaw, I am one of those little brown ones." Brokaw took to Twitter himself hours after the appearance, issuing first an explanation and then an apology. "I am sorry, truly sorry my comments were offensive to many. The great enduring American tradition of diversity is to be celebrated and cherished. Yamiche, thank you for your comments. Let's go forward together." Lester, tonight an NBC News spokesman tells me, quote, Tom's comments were inaccurate and inappropriate, and we're glad he apologized.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.